Okay, video explanation request, here you come. The first, on 3 and 4, just to recap, some of us got to do this and some of us were out. So on 3 and 4, we're finding the surface area of these pyramids. 3 is a hexagonal pyramid, so our base is a hexagon. I went ahead and put the B there. I wrote down the formula. You do not have to memorize that. It's on the formula chart. You just got to be able to pick it out. So we got 1/2 P, the area, the perimeter of our base, times the slant height, plus the area of the base, which is capital B. So first start off your P. That's your perimeter of your base. I have 6 sides that are root 6. So my P is 24 root 6. Then I need to find my B there in the base. That is 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. Now, when I'm dealing with a hexagon only, your apothem basically is your side divided by 2 times radical 3. Well, here's our side, that 4 root 6. So if I take half of 4 root 6, that's 2 root 6, times the square root of 3. Well, these can be multiplied together because they're both inside the radical. So we get 2 root 18, which can be broken down to 9 and 2. And 9 is a perfect square that comes out. So we get our apothem end up being 6 root 2. Okay? So now I can plug that into my formula, because I do 1/2 my apothem, which was that 6 root 2, times the perimeter, which we had 24 root 6, and we're going to simplify that. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and take half of the 6 here, and we get 3 root 2 times 24 root 6. That's going to give me 72 root 12. And that 12 can be broken down to 4 and 3. 4 is a perfect square, so times by 2, so we get 144 root 3. I probably need to do that in blue, so let me fix that. So our area of our base, our capital B, equals the 144 root 3. I'm going to box that. Now, to get to the L, the slant height, your slant height is the height of the lateral face, which is the triangle, and there I'm drawing an L there. So when I do that, the triangle, the right triangle that is formed, that 8, the edge of the face, the lateral face, becomes the hypotenuse. The L becomes the vertical leg and gets bisected down here. So 2 root 6 becomes the other leg, the horizontal leg. So I'm going to have to use Pythagorean Theorem to get to the length of my slant height. Because I'm finding a leg and I have the hypotenuse, I'm going to end up subtracting. So I'm just kind of going to do it all in one step. If I take the square root of 8 squared minus 2 root 6 squared, we basically have 64. When I square the 2 root 6, I square the number on the outside, the 2, so that becomes 4, and then multiply what's inside, so that becomes 24. So that my slant height is really the square root of 40, which I can break down to 4 and 10, and 4 is a perfect square. So my slant height becomes 2 root 10. So there's my slant height. Now, to get to my total surface area, I'm just going to plug everything in. My surface area is 1/2 my perimeter, which we had already, 24 root 6, times the slant height, which we just did, 2 root 10, plus the area of my base, which was our 144 root 3. So we're just going to simplify this. We're going to, half of 24 is 12, but then I end up doubling it again, so really the 2's get canceled out, and you have 24 root 60, and that can be broken down to 4 and 15, and 4 is a perfect square, so it goes to that 24. So really my final answer is 48 root 15 plus 144 root 3. Now, this is perfectly fine because, and I wrote 18 when it should be 15. Let me rewrite that. Did I even say this correct? 48 root 15 plus 144 root 3. We cannot add them because they're not like radicand. So this is your final answer. All right, so that takes care of your video explanation for number 3. If you need one for the number 4, just hit the forward arrow. Thanks.